All right, now I want to ask you a question because the way that you present yourself, you don't use your sexuality to sell records, and I applaud you for that because all too often we see that, in the industry. An artist will present themselves like, look, I can make my butt clap at a rapid speed. Oh, yeah, I can sing too.
Right.
And as opposed to, I can sing amazing, and if I happen to be able to make my butt clap, then, I can do that.
Right,
So
exactly.
was that a conscious decision for you to manage how you were presented and how you came out?
Yes, I really, and honestly, I'm glad that I was signed with JD because being signed with anyone else, I don't know where or how they would have tried to put me out there.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got signed, we were going to appeal to the younger crowd. I was doing like fun songs and wearing sneakers, and I was like, oh my God, I'm 23. Like,
right.
So, but this image and this thing that we're going for with the music, we're trying to go back to the 80s, 90s, like that real R&B, get the soul back into the music.
Right.
So because of that, image-wise, I think that I'm trying to be a little Whitney or a little Mariah, and y'all are going to watch me grow.
I noticed that, little baby Whitney. And that's, that's a good person to emulate. She's always maintained a classy demeanor in her career, so definitely. Now, I want to ask you a little bit more about your sound. Now, what can we expect? You said it's going to be like a 90s feel. Now, the new single that you have out kind of has like an Aretha Franklin tone to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a gospel-y tone, and I love that. And so is that what we're going to hear on the album? Who are you going to be working with along with JD and Brian Michael Cox?
That'll be a little bit of what you hear. I am going to have some fun stuff. I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but it just will be more meaningful and more relatable for everybody, I think. As far as other people that I'm working on with, let's see, Brian Michael Cox is on there producing and writing. Who else? No ID and The Incredibles, Jonte Austin and Chris Style.
Okay.
And yeah.
Sounds like this is going to be a good album. I'm definitely looking forward to it because a lot of R&B artists are making pop records but not really sticking to the core of R&B, the soul of the music. And I really feel like with your material, you're going to be bringing that back a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. That's what we're trying to do.
And the first single is a good start, So hopefully more people will gravitate towards that. Now, I know that we were just talking about Whitney Houston. You were heavily inspired by Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin and even Beyonce. Who were some of your other inspirations and people that you just love to listen to that have inspired you?
I love to listen to Tank. I think that
You love to listen to him or you love to stare at him? Which one is it?
Both.
It's a combination.
Both. But, I mean, music-wise, I think he is so underrated.
Yeah, he has an amazing voice.
And he's a great writer. He's great at everything. But, no, I really am inspired by him as far as his... I'm really big on, like, background vocals and runs and all of that. Like, I just get so excited when I hear, like, this good substance. And I think that he has a lot of that in his music. So him and who else? I mean, I love everything, actually. When I was in school, I was in this little group and we always did like old rock songs like Journey and so I've been exposed to like all types. I love country. I love it all. I like Kesha. I like her album.
Okay.
Dixie Chicks, Paramore.
Wow, so you have a pretty well-rounded,
Yeah.
So we can expect an open arms cover on the album. Is that what you're saying?
well, maybe not. But
right.
But I love it all. I'm inspired by it all.
Now, are you planning on? Are you going to be touring anywhere? Are you doing promotional work anywhere right now? Live performances. Right
now, I'm doing promo any and everywhere that I get booked or sent to. But we will schedule a tour, like when the album comes out and all of that. A more organized one.
Okay. Well, that's definitely what's up. Now, does your mom still manage you?
Yes, she does.
And does that ever conflict with y'all's mother-daughter relationship? Or you ever be like, Mom, dang, I don't want to do this. Like, how does that work out?
Sometimes it's not really, I don't know how other people's, because other people have their mom as manager. I don't know how theirs is, so I don't know what to compare it to, but we really don't bump heads a lot. When I first started, some of the stuff that I wear, because I don't want to be raunchy, but I do still want to be,
feminine,
Yeah. So she will be like, I don't know, and I'll be like, Mom, I'm not going to slip nothing out, I'm not going to be rubbing my body all down and stuff. It's going to be classy.
She be trying to have you just like it's Easter Sunday, every photo shoot.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
But
no. But no,
we really get along well.
Well, that's good. And it's good to have somebody that close to you because it'll help you remain humble and not lose sight of who you are. Because the worst thing is a lot of people who have all these yes men around them and they're not telling them anything, it's the worst thing. Now, is there anybody out there, a lot of, celebrities and, of course, normal people alike, they have somebody that's just like their top icon. Like, if they met them, they would just pass out. Who is that person for you? If you just met this person or saw this person, you'd just be like, oh, Lord, take me now. I'm done.
Okay, well, besides Tank.
Besides Tank.
Well, he can be my male one.
Right.
He can be my male one. My female one, I think, is definitely Beyonce.
Wow. That's interesting. Beyonce. So if you just saw her, so you haven't had an opportunity to meet or see her yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I might, I don't know.
You gonna be passed out.
That's
In other
my girl.
news today, Dondria passed out upon Beyonce. But yeah, she definitely is talented. What's your favorite thing about Beyonce? Well, what makes you just like, oh my gosh?
I think that she is just greatest performer.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Every time she goes out, she owns her stage, and I just, even though our music is not exactly the same, I still want to follow after her energy and, she just owns the stage every single time she goes out.